All right, let's just get right into it. If you've ever been wide awake at 2 in the morning trying to bargain with that sharp, zinging pain down your leg, you know the siren song of the heating pad. I mean, it feels like the only thing that's going to bring you some relief. But is it actually okay to use it all night? That's the big question we're going to unpack right now. And wow, isn't that the perfect way to put it? It's not some gentle ache, is it? Nope. It's this disruptive, non-stop beat that starts the second your head hits the pillow and you're supposed to be resting. It's so frustrating, it's exhausting, and yeah, it makes you willing to try just about anything to get a few hours of peace. So this is it. This is the million-dollar question. The thing you probably typed into your phone in the middle of the night. Now, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. But I promise you, by the end of this, you're going to have a crystal clear, safe, and really effective game plan. So here's our roadmap. We're going to talk about why this nighttime pain is such a unique problem, the hidden dangers of those heating pads, the right way to use one. Then we'll get into some smarter alternatives for the whole night. And finally, the really important red flags you should never, ever ignore. First up, let's talk about that 2 a.m. bargain. We've all been there. The pain is just relentless. The heating pad offers that instant, cozy comfort, and all you want in the world is just to get some sleep. It's a completely understandable choice to make in that moment. Okay, this is a really key distinction. When we talk about sleeping with a heating pad, it usually means one of two things. The first one, falling asleep while it's still on and you're lying on it, well, that's where all the trouble is hiding. The second one, using it for a little while before you actually go to sleep, that's the smart play. And this just nails that 2 a.m. bargain, doesn't it? That warmth is so soothing, your sleepy brain just starts negotiating. Just 5 more minutes. The problem, of course, is that 5 minutes turns into hours once you drift off, and that's exactly when that comforting tool can turn into a real hazard. So let's pull back the curtain on the real risks here. It feels kind of backward, right? How can something so comforting actually be dangerous? Well, safety experts are incredibly clear on this, and for some very good reasons. So here's the absolute key thing you need to understand. We are not talking about a sudden, sharp ouch that wakes you up. We're talking about a low, slow, gradual burn. When you're asleep, and especially if that nerve pain has already kind of messed with your normal sensation, your body's alarm system is basically offline. You might not even realize you've been hurt until you wake up in the morning. And this right here, this is pretty much the final word on the matter. This isn't just some friendly advice. This is a direct safety warning from the people who actually study burn and fire reports. When they say never, they really, really mean it. It's the same reason you wouldn't leave a space heater on when you leave the house. Okay, enough of what not to do. Let's get to the good stuff, what you should do. This is your actionable playbook. And you know what? The goal here is to be boringly safe. Because boringly safe means it's repeatable, it's reliable, and it works every time without any drama. This is the single biggest mindset shift you can make. A heating pad is not a teddy bear. It's a tool, like a wrench. You use it for a specific job. In this case, relaxing those tight, guarding muscles, and then you put it away. You don't take it to bed with you. And here's the system, broken down, nice and simple. First, time. We're talking 15, maybe 30 minutes tops. That's it. Second, the heat setting. Just low or medium. Seriously, if you need it on high to feel anything, that's a red flag about your sensation right there. Third, a barrier. Always put a layer of cloth, like a towel, between the pad and your skin. Fourth, and this one is huge, placement. Put the pad on top of you. Never, ever lie down on it. And finally, number 5, the most important one, stop. Physically remove it and put it away before you let yourself drift off. So, if you can only use heat for 20 minutes before bed, what are you supposed to do for the other 7.5 hours? Good question. Let's look at some smarter alternatives that are actually designed to give you safe relief all night long. The classic debate, right? Heat or ice. You're in pain, you go to the freezer or the closet, and you just stand there, wondering which one is actually going to help and which one might make it even worse. This little chart makes it so much easier. Just think about how your pain actually feels. If it's that deep, stiff, clamped down feeling, like your muscles are just seizing up, heat is probably your best friend for that pre-sleep routine. But if the pain feels hot, sharp, electric, like a really angry nerve, then a cold pack for 15 minutes can be way more effective at calming down that flare-up without any of the risks of falling asleep on something hot. Now this might be the biggest game changer of all. The best, the safest, and honestly, the most effective solution for nighttime pain usually isn't a gadget you have to plug in. It's about changing the angles of your body. It's all about geometry. And look how simple this geometry is. If you're a side sleeper, stick a pillow between your knees. That's it. It stops your top leg from falling over and twisting your lower back. If you sleep on your back, pop a pillow under your knees. It creates this gentle bend that just takes all the pressure off your spine. These tiny little tweaks can keep that nerve happy all night long. Okay, but what happens if you do everything right and you still wake up at 3 a.m. with that familiar throb? The first instinct is to just lie there and suffer, or maybe try to stretch it out, which can actually just make the nerve angrier. There's a much better way. A quick, gentle 90-second reset. Now, we are not talking about a workout here. This is all about calming your nervous system down. A super short, slow walk to the bathroom and back. A couple of really gentle hip hinges where you barely even bend forward. Or honestly, just taking a few slow, deep breaths. Any of these can be like a circuit breaker for that pain-panic cycle, telling your body it's safe to relax. All right, we need to switch gears for a second and cover some really important safety info. While most sciatica is something you can manage at home, there are certain symptoms that are considered red flags, and that means it's time to get some professional medical help. So here is the crucial takeaway. If you experience any of these things, it's time to stop Googling and call a doctor. We're talking about new or getting worse weakness in your leg, a foot drop where your toes kind of catch when you walk, numbness that's spreading, especially in the groin or saddle area, or any new problems with bladder or bowel control. These are signs you need to get checked out right away. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. The dangers, the safe routines, the alternatives. So how do we put this all together into something you can actually start using tonight? Well, it's as simple as this number, 7. Here is your call to action, your game plan. For the next 7 nights, just 1 week, commit to this simple experiment. Use Heat the Safe Way, 20 minutes on top before you sleep. Then set up your pillow geometry for the rest of the night. Just keep a little note of how many times you woke up or how stiff you feel in the morning. This isn't about guessing anymore. It's about collecting your own data to see what really works for you. And really, that's the whole idea right there. We're always looking for that magic device, that one thing that's going to fix the pain. But as that 7-night experiment can show you, the answer is usually much simpler. It's about having a smart, safe, and repeatable system to calm your body down before sleep and then support it all night long. And that's a system you can start building tonight.